All right, here we go. We're on part B. Part B, again, is giving us the product. The product, we use our product mat. We build out on this gray area. My first side is 2 X's. So with 2 X tiles, I come over here, grab, my 2 X tiles, and I'm setting up that frame there on the left side. The next side length is X plus 5. Get your X tile, slide that into the top. I got 1 X tile, and I need 5 unit tiles. Again, product are your sides. Product are the dimensions of your rectangle. Once I have the product set up, right, I can go ahead right here and copy that in. We had 2 X's, and then we had 1 X with 5 unit tiles. That is what we are setting up for that outside part of our product. What are we interested in? Well, we're interested in finding that sum, right? We want to know what are the inside pieces. Again, with your algebra tiles, you're doing this on your paper here. We're going to grab our tiles and start filling it in. Well, what's the only tile that can fit inside X and X? Well, that's got to be X squared. What's also down here going to fit in with X and X? Well, X and X, the only 2 pieces are going to be X squared. I hope that's starting to click in for you. All right, what's going to fit here? No, we are not grabbing unit tiles and trying to fill this all in. No, when you put a tile in, it's got to match both sides. See how that unit tile locks in on the top? It's the same length as that unit tile, but it is not the same length as that X squared tile. So it doesn't work. We don't want the unit tile. Instead, we want an X tile. And you're going to notice that for the rest of this problem, we need our X tiles to be brought into place here. Once you do that, it's going to fill in this entire rectangle. Once you have this entire rectangle in, I want you to sketch it on your paper. What was the first tile we did? We did an X squared tile. What's the second tile we did? We did an X squared tile. And then I think the rest of these, right? I'm just going off my sketch here. I think the rest of these were all X tiles. Again, look, this is a sketch. I'm not drawing a nice one either, right? This is sloppy. But I do know that all of these ended up being X tiles. All right, last but not least is once we have, right? Again, pause the video if you need to pause it. That's the great part of having me on YouTube. You hit pause and it stops. But I'm going to move on now. I need to come up with my sum. To get the sum, I'm just interested in the inside parts, right? I'm moving the product out of the way. What am I left with? We start from biggest to smallest. How many X squared tiles do we have? Looks like we have 2 of them. Next up is how many X tiles? Well, it looks like I got a row of 5 with a row of 5. That is going to make 10 X tiles. And then are there any unit tiles in the sum? I see some in the product. I don't want the product. Are there any in the sum? There's not this time. That's okay. So that means my sum is just 2X squared plus 10X. Again, we are going from product to sum. We're going from sides to the inside pieces. And that's how you do it using algebra tiles.